Good morning. I'll be talking about learning prosody through age-inappropriate play. My name is Nigel Ward, and this is a teaching tip for PSLLT 2021. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. As the prosody gets intense, the chance that your class will actually respond increases. In short, prosody has the power to move people. You demonstrate to the students, they will see, and they will think, wow, I would like to have that power too. So you explain to them, the power comes here in the pitch down step and some other features. So you can draw on the board, good morning, show that down step, show that the pitch has to be pretty flat on both parts, show that there's maybe a little bit of lengthening going on. You can go into technical details, maybe less important than giving lots of examples. But the point is that this construction in particular has a punch. It sets up a rhythm that brings in a response. So we can diagram it this way. Good morning teacher. All right, so it evokes a social response. The actual response depends on the context. All right, so speakers of Germanic languages, including English, of course, learn this very young. Other people coming from other languages have problems with it in general. And the reason that it's so easy for speakers of Germanic languages is because it's very basic. It starts with PeekABoo. If you think about it, PeekABoo is essentially the same construction, the same prosody. Kids learn this around age 9 months, that is, before they've learned any words. And you can go on YouTube and find people who are doing this with their babies, 20 times in a row, every time the baby laughs. Lots of fun. There's a sort of a training regimen going on here, although really they just think of it as play. So you can show the class a few of these videos. Everyone loves baby videos, and then you can lead them into the concept of play, right? So native speakers learn these patterns very early in play. So if we give our students, if we give our learners similar experiences, maybe they can also learn vividly and viscerally. Now, PeekABoo itself doesn't really work in the classes that I've taught, but there's other things that you can do that are less embarrassing. Works, for example. So you set up the scenario. It's like, okay, I'm a 2-year-old. I'm wandering around the class. I'm trying to snatch things off people's desk. And you can warn me away by saying, And so you play the 2-year-old. There's like a nice bit of role reversal here. Walk around to the desks, and the students will say, when you reach for their pencil or whatever it is. It's kind of silly. It's kind of fun. If they don't say, with the right prosody, make them do it again, and they'll pick it up. It's nice because it teaches them that the prosody itself, even without any real words, can have the effect. Trick or treat. So this is something that maybe 3-year-olds start to do when you first go out for Halloween with your older brothers and sisters. Trick or treat is nice because it's a choral production usually, right? You go trick or treating with friends. You all walk up to the front door, and all together you say trick or treat. And you can do that in the classroom. That way, the shy people are encouraged to say it, with full power. Saying these things loud is a way to help remember. And if it's close to Halloween, you can actually give your students the candy when they do it right. Another game you can play is Marco Polo, the pool game. Move all the furniture to the edges of the room. Bring one person to the front. They close their eyes, and they call out Marco. Everyone else calls out Polo and tries to scatter. Based on the voices, he tries to chase them down. It's a tag game. I think you've all played this in the pool at one point. It's lots of fun. It works well in the classroom. Very silly, very memorable. You can also do knock-knock jokes. Knock-knock jokes, that's like a second grader thing for native speakers, but you can have them do it. You can print out little knock-knock jokes on slips of paper, pass them around, and they can do little skits, a 5-line skit. Knock, knock, who's there? Anita. Anita who? I need to come in. Okay, this is actually kind of tricky because realizing that Anita sounds like I need to, right? These are all based on puns. That's kind of hard. It requires some phonetic awareness that not a lot of learners have, but at least they can get the knock, knock and the who's there. Then you can set up the classroom to practice some adult uses like, excuse me. Right? You can have them practice interrupting each other or interrupting the teacher. You can have them practice hang on. You know, when they're working on something hard, somebody's trying to interrupt them, they can say, hang on, hang on. Right? Here it's not quite so loud and so vivid, but it is the same prosody, and they'll get the idea that you can stall for a minute with a simple hang on, and it's not impolite. And of course, calling. So this is, by another name, the calling contour. So we can call somebody like Marnie, Marnie. And if you want, you can put them in pairs. They can practice this. If they're advanced learners, you can have them add nuances. So like teasing with little pitch wiggles. Marnie. Okay. Change the nuances, see how they're perceived. Lots of fun. All right. So in the interest of time, you can learn more by buying the book. This is in a chapter in the book, but there's also lots of teaching tips, worksheets, full lesson plans at the URL shown, or you can just Google me, Nigel Ward, and it'll take you directly there. So have fun.